What's going on, guys? My name is Rumble Skrash. In today's video we're going to be talking about some very exciting news, which is finally the first Legend Kuma that we get into the game. I know it has been a meme for a long time, but finally we have it, and it's a strength based unit, and it's actually a PvP legend, so it's a PvP exclusive legend. I'm gonna be talking about what I think about him now, but we also got the release of the Legend Lucci. So it's the Cp0 Lucci with white suit, and also PvP limited rare recruit Arlong, as well as the three new Dex normal rare recruits. So I'm gonna be talking about this first four units that we see on the top row here. But maybe I say something about the rare recruits, which are all Dex based in PvP. But yeah, so let's first talk about the actual PvP Kuma. So it's actually really interesting because we just got a PvP legend with Kizaru, and he was a Dex center unit. But now we get the strength one, but maybe into the future we get a quick PvP legend, or we get int PvP legend. It's gonna be interesting, but both quick and int, I do not think that they really need an amazing buff. They are already very good, and if quick gets a massive tanky unit for quick teams, then probably quick is still gonna become the meta once it was kind of going out of the top teams. Now it's gonna be there again, so I don't think that's a good idea in terms of the game. But yeah, so here we get the first strength PvP based Legend Kuma, and he actually in PvP, I'm not gonna talk about the normal abilities, but the passive is level 5 attack up to strength allies, level 10 knockback rate up to himself, just to himself, and when an enemy is knocked back up to 3 times attack to strength ally. So basically, normally when he does a normal attack, he has a 55% chance of knocking back an enemy, and if that happens, it's level 3 attack to strength allies, and this can happen 3 times. So it means that Kuma has at least to attack 3 times. So that would be level 9 attack up apart from the level 5 attack up. So that's really good. And also the special will deal 2 times attacking damage to enemies in a large radial range. So that's very good range. And level 2 times attacking damage to one enemy that will ignore defense. That's massive, very similar than Legend Kid. And basically this means that he's basically gonna kill one unit, because Legend Kid is dealing 1.5 the attack, and normally he's almost killing the units. But this guy is gonna be dealing 2 times attack in normal damage, and then 2 times attack ignoring defense. It's probably gonna destroy one unit, even if it is full HP in general. And the CT is actually 32, so it's not that bad. So yeah, strength has some special CT reducers, and that's gonna be, I think, very important. So Kuma could be a key unit in against some teams using the strength team to kind of guarantee yourself like killing a unit every once in a while, because the meta is becoming very tanky. And yeah, I'm not sure, but if you have seen footage of the new JP in team, you're gonna see that that is amazingly tanky. The same for Sai and Dex, but normally strength with Kit is already beating Sai and Dex normally, but now with Legend Kuma even more. And against Int, there's a chance that Kuma might be the unit that strength needed to beat Int, but not sure about that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he actually performs. So as I was saying, city of 32 seconds, and then also the base stats is a normal defense, not that low but not that high. The speed is kind of low, which is unfortunate. He will resist a special bind and reduce the 30% of incoming dex damage, so that's really good, but that's common. They're countering the damage from the opposite team. So basically, strength is still gonna destroy dex in general, and probably still Sai. But now there's the chance that this Kuma might be a key unit for int, because normally when int faces strength, what happens is that it's a very RNG match. If Moria half stats Kit, then Kit special is dealing way less damage, and then normally strength will lose against int. But now if we have Kuma, then Moria has to debuff 2 units, or Kuma will start nuking enemies. So that's actually a really interesting thing, and it's gonna be really cool if strength can actually beat int. But now let's talk about Legend Lucci. So Legend Lucci is a Dex unit, and in PvP is actually very similar to V2 Kaido, because his passive will be Dex allies level 7 attack up level 3 speed, so a lot of attack up, but not only to himself but to Dex allies. And then the special on a 27 cooldown, so a little bit higher than Kaido but very similar. Enemies in a large range, level 3 defense down for 5 seconds, 2 times attack also in a large range, and level 3 speed up to Dex allies, so very similar to Kaido. Actually, the special is almost the same apart from the speed up, which is nice. It's not game changing, but it's nice. Kaido gives paralysis and Lucci gives speed up, so it's very similar. But I would say that the passive of Lucci is kind of more useful because it's boosting the whole team and not just himself. But obviously Kaido gives massive defense to Quick and Lucci does not do that, so that could be a problem. But Dex already has a lot of defense up, so shouldn't be worrying about that much. So Lucci, an amazing unit probably because yeah, you don't have to really think a lot about it. If Kaido is an amazing unit, probably Lucci is gonna be an amazing unit, but it's not gonna give by himself the tankiness, so that might be a thing that he's a little bit worse than Kaido. Kaido is one of the best units in PvP, so you cannot expect Lucci to be better probably. Now let's talk about the PvP limited recruit Arlong. By the way, Lucci could be used obviously in the Dex team, and also if you combine it with Kizaru, it's gonna be even easier to beat the quick teams. With the PvP limited recruit Moria, it's gonna be very easy to beat quick teams with Lucci. So let's talk about now about Arlong. So we have the PvP limited recruit, this strength unit, and basically as his strength focuses on strength units, so level 7 attack up, level 5 level 5 attack up and speed up to strength units, which is very nice because lately the meta quote-unquote strength units are not boosting a lot of the speed, so that's good that you have a little bit of speed up buff. And then for the first 40 seconds Dex enemies level 6 speed down, which is nice, but still strength was beating Dex, so it's not a big game changer or anything. And then the special will actually deal 2 times in a large range, which a lot of the strength units actually do, are basically huge nukes, so that's very good. And level 7 attack up to strength allies and level 3 defense up, so that's massive because you have a little bit of defense up on a cooldown of 27, which is kind of good. So yes, it's a unit that can provide tankiness but also a lot of damage and a lot of attack up to to strength. So basically, if you were to use, let's say, Arlong and Kuma together with Legend Kid would be buffing his own attack by level 7, Arlong by level 5 with the passive, so that would be 12, plus 7 of the special, that would be 19, plus Kuma giving a level 5 attack up would be 24, and let's say Kuma has done 2 or 3 knockbacks, let's just say 2 instead of 3, not the maximum, so that's an extra level 6, so just with 3 units you get level 30 attack up. You are probably gonna be using versus Ace, which is gonna be another level 5 attack up, and with a special even further, so you have a Kit that is and Kuma that are dealing crazy damage, so that is actually a lot of potential that the strength team actually has. So very good unit, but as a lot of PP limited recruits, he's basically a nuke. You can use him in other teams, and he buffs the defense, so that's massive, but the cooldown is kind of high, so yes, it's like kind of the special of Kit. If when he launches, yeah, you will get defense, but this defense will not help you for the unit to activate for the first time. So yeah, and in terms of the stats, 134, it's kind of low, but not the lowest that we have seen, and a high speed, well, decent speed. And in terms of the Lucci that we haven't talked about, his stats, he has actually normal defense and normal speed, and resistance of Arlong is gonna be reducing Dex damage, but this time by 40%, which is a lot, and ignores action bind, but does not resist special bind, so that's interesting. So yeah, that's gonna be it. So this is the 3 new units. All I think are gonna be very good in PvP. Depending on the performance of Legend Kuma in the future against in teams, I might say that this is a banner worth pulling for, because not only you have the chance of getting Kuma, but also Arlong, which is gonna be not only good in a strength team, but in a lot of teams as a bench nuke. So I would say this is worth. Not sure about the Lucci because the Dex team is already gonna be beating quick even without the Lucci, and it's probably gonna be losing against strength anyway, even with Lucci. So not sure about that. Probably also losing against Sai, but maybe the huge nuke of a Lucci is gonna be helping you to deal more damage and not lose against those tanky teams. But well, because a lot of the times you're getting timeout or even losing, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these units and if you are gonna be pulling them when they come out. It's actually kind of interesting that we have had two PvP banners kind of in a row, so it's kind of very interesting. And I don't know how I feel about that, but well, we're gonna have to see the performance of these units, and let me know if you're gonna be pulling or if you like these units or not. I know that Kuma in the normal game is kind of underwhelming, but in PvP he can actually be a key unit. Not like a necessary unit for all the variations of the strength team, but he can actually be a very, very important key unit against particular variations that we have been struggling a lot to beat. Maybe that's gonna be an interesting unit. So yeah, and by the way, I already talked about it in my last video, but I have opened the Discord server already. There's already a lot of people in here, and in the Discord server we can talk about the performance of every team and everything. So if you're interested in seeing how these units actually perform, probably there we can discuss and see if we have any footage from JP players or stuff like that, or maybe some player also plays in JP and we can actually see a lot of stuff. So if you are interested in knowing more about the performance of this unit before they actually release, then probably joining this PvP server is gonna be an interesting thing, and we can speculate and theorize a little bit about the future and what banners are worth to pull and everything. And also, if you're searching for an alliance, you can join the server, and there we have a thread in which we are creating alliances, because we are creating kind of a small fleet. We already have 4 teams, and maybe we're gonna be creating even a 5th or a 6th one, so it's gonna be very, very interesting. So but that's gonna be it. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.